How you doing, Josh? Smile. Thank you. Thank you. Hope your day went well. Mm. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's good? What's good? How are you?
I'm doing good, chilling.
Oh, okay. How was your day?
I was running around all day on my way though.
Oh, okay. All right. How's everything going up there, in New York? Because I know everything has been going crazy up there lately.
Yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. It's all right though. It's cold now.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, that's cool. That's what's up. I got family up there too. I got family and friends, mostly family that's up in New York. But because everything that's going on to COVID, we haven't been like, to like family functions, like getting all together, because everyone's like,
Yeah,
no, let's just be safe. I mean, we make sure we don't have it, but it's like, no, let's just stay, pretty much like where we're at, but we stay connected, of course, like
right.
FaceTime, things of that nature. But you know, but everyone is doing good though. So,
Yeah, respect it.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So, other than that, how's everything else been going for you?
Now everything been going good. I'm working on a few things right now. I've been working on new music and all that. So I mean, 2021 gonna look beautiful.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I got Shout out to Megatron Music Group. That's my management team. So they right now, I'm coming up with a new single right now. So that's doing good. I got right now. I got back to basic, back to the basics. That's on YouTube. New music video. I shot that one in Vegas and all that. I went out to Vegas in August. Word. I'm working on Friend Zone 3, the movie. I got new merch. You see the merch. I mean, it's looking cool. I mean, Carlovy way I got. I'm just working, man. Just staying busy, like, you know, everything coming together though.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let's get into, you know, I want for people to be able to know like a little bit more about you. I know people already know about you, but for those who don't, you know, just explain a little bit, you know, who Carlovy is. Right. You know, basically like where you from. Right. And, you know, I know you were talking about your music. We'll get into, you know, back to basics. Because I did take a look at your video. We talk about, you know, how it was you filming in Las Vegas. And I know you just when the actual video and in the song, you did give a shout out to the late she played on Bats. Oh my gosh, I can't think.
Nolly Reed.
Yeah, Nolly Reed. Yes.
The words. I said, what's the line I said? I said, with the princesses, call them Baps.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence how she passed. I just dropped it like a week ago, and then she passed. It's like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. Rest in peace to her, though.
Yeah.
Right there. That movie is classic.
Definitely. So just go ahead and just tell the people, you know, a little bit about you.
All right, wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
My fault.
All right. No, you good.
Nah, you don't have to get right quick, but you know. But my name is Carlovy Musicc. Carlovy, Carlovy, music with 2 C's. I was Carlovy with the K before. For people that know my music before that, stuff you can still download off of iTunes, Spotify, everything, even with the K or the C. I'm from Harlem, born and raised Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I'm much of a nomad. That's why I named my last mixtape Nomad, which you could get on mymixtapes.com and spinrilla.com, Audio Mac, stuff like that. That's because I've always moved around, even though Harlem is the home, but I've had different addresses in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Running around, my mom's in and out the hospital type stuff, so I had to go live with my aunt, I had to live with my dad. It's just a lot of stuff, like, but, you know. As far as what else you wanted to know, my fault.
just giving basic, you know, overview of like, you know, who you are. You already established. I know you say you're from New York, so let's talk about, you know, how pretty much you got into music. Like, what inspired you?
What inspired me? See, the thing, there's so many different things that inspired me, right? So let me see how to break this down. When I first was a fan of music itself. Was when I think Michael Jackson Thriller. I was a baby still, like, but that was the one, like, when I started getting familiar watching TV, it was like, wow, like, and I heard like back in those days, he was the first that did like a whole 15-minute video, like a movie premiere type of video, music video.
Yeah.
I just found that so intriguing. That got me tuned into, oh, I want to be an entertainer. And then, let me see. My first rap album that got me like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing, was Puff Daddy and the Family. I don't know if you remember that album, a classic. So that was, my mans had given me that for Christmas, a CD. I think I was like in like 5th grade or something. Like, he gave me the CD, he gave me that, he gave me for my birthday. Puff Daddy and the Family and Usher My Way. Cause my pops was always, he was always listening to rap. My mom's, but my mother was more like an Erykah Badu, Sade, that type of vibe, you know, Toni Braxton, Whitney Houston. She was more into that. So I'm listening. When she got her rap, she was more like Salt and Pepper, that type of vibe, rap. So hip hop, excuse me. And then my pops, he was into like the Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, those type of groups and stuff like that. And then as far as the rap, he was more like, he studied a lot of Master P as far as the business side of it. So I just find these things intriguing. But then, you know, fast forward, boom, boom. I go to junior high school, whatever. I see people, you know, making beats on the table, freestyling and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to do that. I tried it. People thought it was whack. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was trash. You feel me? So I packed it up after that. Like after that, I wrote one verse. I forgot how the verse go. Nah, I just something like long, long ago I got robbed for my dough, da da da, something crazy like that. But it was just people wasn't feeling it. So I sat that down. But I would pick up every now and then with the pen. By the time I got to like probably like 7th, 8th grade, that's when it was on. I got sent away. I went to group home, all type of stuff. So I came back. I was a whole new person. Like, all right, I'm gonna do this rap stuff for real, for real. So I started doing it. Then I ran into one of my mans when I got to high school. Then he had a little setup in his crib. Then that was the first time I heard myself or like recorded. Then I just fell in love with myself. So I just kept going. And then eventually the team went their separate ways and I just kept going. And then me doing that, always being out in the streets, always out in the streets, always out in the streets is just, it just, I guess my street cred is helping my music career, I guess. So.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what's up.
Because some people, they just support because they know me. I could tell who's listening and who's in support because they know me. You feel me? So it's like, it's like that. It be like that though. There's nothing wrong with it. It be like that. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. All right. So let's talk about well, first let's talk about Back to Basics. I want to talk about a few of your songs. So let's talk about Back to Basics first. I kind of like with the concept, like you decided you wanted to do Las Vegas. That's something that was just part of the concept, something new you wanted to do. And let's talk about like the meaning behind it.
So back to the basics. The reason, well, the music video was kind of, for that song was spare the moment. But I picked that song because it's a line where I'm talking about, feel like I'm trapped in the Matrix. So I feel like the lights and everything, how everything was set up, it got like that Matrix type of feel to it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this song out here while we out here and stuff. Cause we was networking out there and stuff like that. My other mans had shot music video. We had drove to Cali for like a day. My man shot a video out there in Cali. Then when I came back, I think we did that the last day, matter of fact. Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, that was the last day in Vegas. We were in Vegas for like a week. Shot that the last day before we got on the plane. But the concept behind it, back to the basics, is pretty much, you see how the rap is shifting, you know, trying to win a different direction. Kudos to everybody doing what they doing.
Right.
I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting their money. Everybody doing what they do. They got their own fan base, whatever. But it's a certain formula that's, I feel like, missing. So I'm trying to bring it back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to bring it back, and I'm I mentioned certain lines in there to kind of like let you know that that's the whole point of the song. Like, I'm bringing it back to the original formula, from the way the beat sound to how I'm rapping. I ain't even do no auto-tune or nothing. I just straight raw, like, yo, we going back to the basics, bro. Like, this is how it is. Like, everything going on, being black in America right now is taking a toll on a lot of people. So I mentioned that, you know, and that's why it's a dance song, but it's kind of conscious. And I did that in particular because I forgot what club I was in. I was in some club late last year. Man, what club I was in? It was down on like 12th Ave downtown in Manhattan. And the crowd, like, I always party with different people, you know, network with different races, ethnicities, whatever, right? But that particular night, it was just white boyed out. Wild beer and college white boys and all that. You know what I'm saying? I had my little section and all that. We was good on our section, but just the atmosphere was set up like that. And I'm just listening. I'm just watching the response of the crowd, and they're like, they so drunk, they saying the word nigga, they saying all type of stuff, just flowing with the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, this is what people really do. Like they like you just put some music on, get them some alcohol, whatever, or just set the mood, however you set the mood, and people will just be subconscious to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So back to basics, I throw the little black, 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 black. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
throw all that because that's for the subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? While you're enjoying yourself, you tuning in like, oh, making you proud of who you are. Even if you're not black, you just respecting what that is and
Right.
what that's in for. So that's another thing I added into the Back to the Basics song. You can hear all of it. So that's how I came up with the formula and how I want to present it. You know, and then
Okay.
Vegas just put the icing on it, like, oh, bright lights. I'm out in Vegas. That was my first time in Vegas too, so that was dope. 6-hour flight. We out here, so let's do it. That's what I did.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I did. I watched the video and I listened to the song as well. So that's what's up. That's what's up, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about. Okay, so you made like several songs. So you did "No Swine." You did that one.
Right.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because I know actually listening to that as well. That to me it kind of centers around like everything that's going on, like you said, like centered around like with Black culture, like people of color, and then also with Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. So did you want to? We could discuss about that a little bit, and there's some other songs that I say we could talk about too as well.
Yeah. So with No Swan,
Mm-hmm.
that was how I came up with No Swan. So I got a song out right now that's called Black Power.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
That's been out. That been out since the Mike Brown case, like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And I had dropped a music video, I think last year or 2 years ago. But it's still doing good. You can download on iTunes, Spotify, all that. It's on my album, The Golden Ticket, which is still doing good. But No Swan, it was kind of piggybacking off my song Black Power, but it shifted because in Black Power, I'm breaking down pretty much like, yeah, we African American, yeah, the history behind it. We so called came from here and traveled here and did this and did that. But do y'all know that we really what we actually did though, you know? Like, so I had to break down the doorknob, the you know what I mean, the stove, the elevator, all that was invented by Black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like first this, first that. The first that whole first Black person, that don't even make sense to me personally because we are the first. So it's like that. So I feel like I didn't break that down in Black Power for that little piece. So that's what No Swan was more about. Like, do you understand that you don't? Yeah, we supposed to get along. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
All
I
right.
just froze for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, we supposed to get along. Supposed to be unity and everything like that. So I don't want to take that away. I just want people of color to understand, Black people to understand, like, we don't have to surrender to certain things, though. We don't have to be submissive to certain things, because the real fact of the matter is we are God's people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we are the creators of this everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's No Swan, the police brutality, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. Once I heard George Floyd, it was like, I got to get the right end.
Right.
Then when I heard the Breonna Taylor, it was like, oh my goodness, I got to continue writing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I heard a few more people. I'm like, oh my, Tamar Rice.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot of people that were just popping up. Like, I'm like, oh nah, like that does something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I can't, I've been out there to marches, I've been out there protesting since the Mike Brown situation. So I've been out there frequently on different levels, you know, all over New York City. So if that don't work, what other way can I do this? If I can't be as political as put on the suit and walk in these buildings, let me use the platform I do have. I'm an artist. I'm a music artist. You know what I'm saying? So let me put it in a song. A lot of people not doing that. They're not really putting those elements in the song, and they'll do it, but it's not clear as how I'm doing it.
Right.
You know, so.
Gotcha.
But I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. I'm just making things clear.
Right. Exactly. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. Like you hear like some songs nowadays, they'll touch bases on it, but they don't go into depth with it.
Right.
You know, so like I understand what you're saying, because for you, like, you go into depth with it, so like people could actually like really listen to the lyrics, and it's like, okay, the more that you actually talk about it, it's like, okay, I can relate, I understand, versus just like maybe one or two lines and then people like, oh, okay, then you going into something else. So
Right.
I understand what you're saying. Okay. All right, that's what's up. And then you did like several other songs. You did the Rockwalla. You did the freestyle with that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to talk about that? And then also you have F with Me and Appetite.
Right. I got F for me and Appetite. We could talk about all that. So the Rockwilder freestyle, y'all can check that on YouTube as well. And I got that playing on DTF radio. Dr. Pyro, the arsonist. You know what I'm saying? He got that spinning on DTF radio on Fridays and stuff like that on Off the Rip show. That's an online radio show. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
But how that came about, I was just, I just wanted to flex. Like, I heard that beat my whole life. I heard that was one of the best beats ever. So I was just like, what? It's one of the best beats ever.
Right.
All right. Well, I want to see how I sound on one of the best beats ever then. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Redman, Method Man, they bodied that on the Rockwilder. I had to take that. And I even went back. After I recorded my verse, I went back and listened to Red and Meth. They was going off. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, all right. But I'm up there though. I kept up with it. You know what I'm saying? I got third verse in, you feel me?
Gotcha.
So that right there, I just wanted to do that. And I was, shout out to Wagner. I was out there, Wagner. You know what I'm saying? My mans, we was out in the parking lot chilling, so we just, I put that together right there.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I know you said that you're working on some new music now, so we'll just wait until you finish everything with that, and then you actually put that out, and then we possibly could do like another interview, and talk about your new music that's coming out as well. So I know you said that you're coming out with Friend Zone 3, and you've actually done other films in the past. So you kind of we can kind of talk about it. I know you had like the series with fetishes. You did the movie Macomb, and that also had Howard in there as well. So, and I remember that movie because that was comical. I like that one as well. So did you want to talk about? We could talk about your movies, and people can actually find out where they can actually watch those.
Yeah. Well, all right, the movies. Well, first, my fault. The song Appetite and F with Me. Y'all can just check those out on YouTube and, you know what I mean, watch the video on YouTube. Those are dope, But the movies, I'm going 3. So I'm completing I'm completing a trilogy about a guy who likes a girl who doesn't like him. And then he has a female best friend who likes him, but he don't like her. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So that's Friend Zone, the movie. And in the midst of that, it's like there's different things going on. He tries to get a club for the low. He got a deal, so then he go link up with 2 people that he know that got bread like that could kind of like front him the bread. So he go link up with one guy, get half, get the other half from his other man's, but then he gets robbed in the situation. As far as like the guy just runs off with the money for the club, so now he got to find a way to get that back, and not being able to get that back, he winds up getting to a back and forth with one of the guys who lended him money. Mm-hmm. So it was like, kill or be killed type of situation. So when that happened, even though he thinks he gets away with it. So when he gets away with it, pretty much in the middle of all of that, he's trying to still impress this girl that doesn't like him. So she goes and winds up being with his friend eventually instead of him. So in that situation, he turns around and winds up getting with his best friend that knew always liked him, the female best friend. So with that, this is Sean. This is the roles are Shanti. I play the main character, Carlovy. Um, and then there's a whole cast. You know, shout out to everybody that actually was in that movie. All these movies. These movies, like so. At the end of that movie, pretty much they get together. So when him and his female best friend get together, that's when he gets the call from the girl he was chasing the whole movie out of nowhere. 6 months later, he didn't see her. All this other stuff. Now she come. Movie goes off. Now we in the part two. Part two is like, oh, what you gonna do? Are you gonna go follow up with that phone call, or you gonna be faithful to your girlfriend?
Right.
You know. So part two is more where you trying to see the chase with that. Like, is he gonna be faithful to his girl? Because there's different girls in part one and in part two that kind of interfere with him to like. It's like, you know, like the universe is testing him to see if he gonna be faithful.
Mm-hmm.
So he winds up marrying her at the end of part two, and he dodges all them bullets. And he goes through things, but then on the flip side of with the streets, they're building up that whole situation with him and the guy from part one. Since he got him clipped or whatever, nobody knows for sure. So the streets are talking. So that's what part three I'm working on now. Part three is pretty much the streets is talking so much that they're gonna put it into play to get rid of me for getting rid of the other character. And I'm married, so I have to see how can I keep her away from all the drama that's coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
Like my past is catching up with me. You know, and in part two, one of the girls that was chasing me outside of my relationship winds up getting rid of the girl that I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
didn't want me. Because she thought that was my girl in the
Gotcha.
movie.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's friend zone. So y'all can watch that on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's doing good. You can also watch that on Roku. You can add a channel on Roku called the Underground Hip Hop TV. You know, so you can watch that Friends on 2 on Roku. You can watch part 1 and part 2 on YouTube. Macoon, that's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a political comedy. Right. Friends on 1 and Friends on 2 is a romantic comedy. Mm-hmm. So Macoon is more political comedy because I'm trying to show the perspective of a black man and as a police officer. Which one do you choose in the line of work? Do you choose being a black man pro, I'm about that life, or do you choose to be, I'm a cop about that life? Mm. So, you know, I show that, and that's more of a short film. That's so that show, and my character, I'm not starring on that one. You can shout out my man Banks, Broadway Banks, for. So he a great actor. He in Friends on 1. He starred Macoon. Mm-hmm. That series Deep that he's in. Right. Waves. Like he's great. So that's my guy right there. You know, Howard. And so he plays the cop that's stuck in that world. Do I be pro-black or do I be a cop? And I'm the guy minding my business in the neighborhood, and I get just harassed. You know, the police coming harassing me for just minding my business, that typical stuff, just to show that. But I'm a person trying to school him, like, you don't have to be acting this way, bro. We on the same team, you know, as far as culture and stuff like that. So he then later goes home and figure out that how his job is affecting his household. So since his job is affecting his household, that's when he actually decides to change his mind and change his ways. Mm-hmm. So that's Macoon, the movie. That's a short film, Macoon with a K, and you can watch that on YouTube as well. You know what I mean? Fatima Rivers, the native ambition, she plays the wife. My daughter plays his daughter. You know, shout out to Lay. Like it's dope. It's dope. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few. You know, the Jackpot movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's me and Issa Hutchinson. That's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him. You know, he's starring in that. I'm co-starring in that. So we actually wrote that one together. Jackpot movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So he wrote like the top half, and I wrote like the bottom half.
Mm-hmm.
Blended everything together, like.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that was dope. That storyline is a little different. That's just a little more street. It's just dude need to come up. He about to get evicted. He looking for a come up, and then after that, and while he looking for a come up, he breaking it down to his mans. They find a book bag with some money in it. They want to be in some big drug lords book bag, and now they get caught up. But before they get caught up, they splurging. They meeting girls and doing all this other stuff, and you know at the end, you know, pay the price. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what Jackpot is about. That's on YouTube as well. So. There's a lot of stuff, man. Like, Stain, I didn't film that one. That's on my man Million Dollar Zeke page on YouTube. Stain, I have roles. I have roles in most of his films. I co-star with him in a film called A Lick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Friday parody. So I play like the Ice Cube character. He plays Smokey, a Chris Tucker character, and we reenact Friday, but more like up to date, modern Harlem, that type of vibe, and it has a little twist to it. So that's the lick. You can see that with me and Million Dollar Zeke. And his latest movie I'm in called Stain, where that's about uh, home invasions. People out here doing home invasions. You know what I mean? That's how they getting theirs off. They getting licks doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? When they doing that, I'm the friend out of the bunch that's like, nah, don't be doing that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you go watch that too. That's funny. You know? And like the film one, like the film two, you can watch all those films. It's a lot. We just out here working. I'm working.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, and let's get into your clothing line as well.
Okay.
So, what kind of just made you decide? Okay, let me just come out just like with the clothing brand, and like where you kind of just want to take it, like as far
Right.
as like future wise.
Right. So how I came up, my fault. So yeah. How I came up with the brand, Carlovy Wear. Hashtag no slacking involved. That's the slogan, right?
Mhm.
No slackers, man. Even if you fall, you gotta get up. So if you into getting up every time you fall, this is for you. You know, if you're about music, regardless if it's hip hop or not, all genres, this is for you. And I came up with that back in 2012. Well, 2011, I was sitting on it. And then 2012 was when I put out my first shirt. Now you can see, I started off with just t-shirts. You can see that, um, what music video is that? Ayo Listen. If you check that out, you type in Carlovy Musicc, Ayo Listen with D. New World and Lena Williams. That's a dope. That was a great day too. You can watch that on YouTube. But that's in that video you can see my first Carlovy Musicc shirt. So I did that, just doing slacking involved as the hashtag
Mm-hmm.
to pick up, like get a ring to it. And it was it grew. It grew on people because people like the fact, like you're not slacking. So people start growing, they start liking it. So then I came out when I dropped my Golden Ticket album. That's when I dropped those shirts. Those like limited editions. Only a few people got those. So when I seen how those sold, it was like, all right, that's when I boom. Then I started putting out more shirts, and then I put out the classic Carlovy Wear shirt. Is the There's a video I got called Ball Lovey, a song called Ball Lovey. You can check that out on iTunes and everything, Spotify, Amazon. Ball Lovey. It's like Carlovy, but with a beat. That music video, I got the classic Carlovy shirt. When that right there like sold out, that's when I was like, oh, all right. And then one day I was just walking outside thinking about stuff, and I seen some sweats with some gold zippers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, gold zippers? Why I ain't never think of that? Like,
Right.
all my stuff is black and gold. Like I'm like, why I ain't never think the gold zippers? Word. That's when I just started doing suits. That's when I just started graduating to everything: sweats, sweatsuits, sweatshirts, dresses, workout outfits, everything. I got a pair of sneakers. Let me see.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
some
that's
little
what's
skips.
up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got little skips, little hats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even see that right there. But yeah, I got a few stuff laying around. You know what I'm saying? See the hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
This the newer model.
Okay.
Got the simple just Carlovy Musicc going across. Some of them had a no slack evolve on the arms. Some of them got no slack evolve going across. Got the lovey when I just say loveys in big letters. Just different, you know, small logo, big logo, all different. So that's but pretty much that's how it started growing because I've been was on that time. I just didn't know how to put it into play. So once I saw slowly putting in play back in 2011, by a good 2018, 2019, that's when it was like, I bet I'm in there. So how I'm trying to take it, I'm trying to keep it more like designer wear, like like you could wear with athletic wear, and but I want it to be both. Like you could wear certain things, you could wear with both. Like I don't want no piece now. No, it's in the other room, but pretty much like you could mix the styles up. You could be able to wear it going to a meeting, and you could wear it on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Certain pieces is like that, and I like to keep it. I like the whole like the whole Balenciaga sneakers and Dior's and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Wear all that with my stuff, like you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
That's that lane. Like you could do it with the Jordans, you could do it with some shoes. Wear it with all that, like you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
got yeah.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hashtag call everywhere.
Okay. All right. And then also people can go to your page, their website, where people can actually go to so that way they can purchase your clothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now all that's under construction. So right now you're just gonna
Okay.
have to go through the hashtag on Instagram.
Okay.
You do the hashtag on Instagram or on Facebook. Same thing, call everywhere. And you'll see a variety of stuff. And if you want custom pieces, depending on what you want, prices vary. You know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but that's usually where everybody go though. They want to reach call everywhere. They come inbox me on the Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. Do the Cash App, the PayPal, all that.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Stuff get delivered quick too, so I ain't for so far I ain't had no complaints. I just shipped out to Germany last month.
Mm-hmm.
Like we you know what I'm saying? So that
Mm-hmm.
was a so
Okay, that's what's up. Well, that's a good thing, you know what I mean? So, and then of course you getting like people over there internationally. That's a really good thing too, So that's what's up. Well, congratulations, on your music, the films, and your clothing line, So that's really good. That's really good. hmm So other than that, is there any message that you would like to relate to the people? Just anything you just want to just mention, anything that's positive, anything that you just want to touch more bases on.
um yeah, just you just gotta keep grinding, man. You gotta grind hard, like like no slacking. You can take little breaks here and there, but you can't stop. Once you stop, that's to me that's worse than failing. Like
Mm-hmm.
what's the point of stopping if you got a goal to reach? If you
Mm-hmm.
don't got no goals, you wanna find dip and dabble in little things, cool. But make sure when you're doing that, just um respect people who are taking it serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And for the
Right.
people who are taking it serious, I say do as much as you can. That's better than quitting.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. All right. That's what's up. Anybody you want to shout out? 'Cause I know you did some shout outs earlier, but is there anybody else that you wanted to mention again or give another shout out?
Yeah, shout out to everybody I just mentioned. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay. And then tell people how they can actually reach you on Instagram as well. I know you mentioned it, but we'll just go ahead and just close out with that.
yeah, 5v5, what up, 5e? Rich Threads. Um, my Instagram is Carlovy Musicc, Carlovy Music with two C's. And that's on all social media, Carlovy Musicc. You can find the music on YouTube, WorldStar, all the major platforms. You can just look it up. Tidal, Spotify, everything, Carlovy Musicc. My mixtape, Spinrilla, everywhere. It's just Carlovy Musicc. Real simple, to the point. Everything gonna pop up. Google Carlovy Musicc, you know? You'll see the
Mm-hmm.
movies, everything. You know, you're gonna go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and put on your notifications so you can stay updated. Cause I'm working on Friends on 3, the movie. So, and I'm dropping a new music video I'm about to drop called Mac Rounds. I did that downtown Canal Street, so I
Okay.
feel like that's dope. So that give you a more like um new school vibe per se.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there, you subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, Carlovy Musicc on YouTube, and you can see the playlist. The playlist I have everything. All the playlists got the most recent 2020 stuff all the way back to '09. You know what I'm saying? Interviews, everything. Just look through the playlist. Fetishes, the series, that's a web series, a dark comedy about different fetishes. Each episode has a different fetish. You can
Mm-hmm.
watch that. That's on the playlist. The movies is on the playlist. Just check out all the stuff. You know what I mean? Carlovy Musicc, YouTube, megatronmusic.com. You know, look up Carlovy Musicc. Shout out to them. You know, shout out to New York. Shout out to America, the world. We out here. Harlem, what up?
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cool, cool, cool. Well, it was great doing this interview with you. And I'm glad that I was able to do the interview with you. And I'm looking forward to, talking about new up and coming things that you're working on as well. And also giving opportunity for more people to know more about you, your music, your films, and your clothing brand as well.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Appreciate
you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, well, you continue to stay safe up there. Um, yeah, I know you said it's cold right now. I haven't been up there during the winter months. Like usually when I go to New York, it's usually like when it's kind of cool or maybe like spring, but I haven't been to like the winter, like snow just yet. I'm not used to that just yet.
you. Yeah, well, you gotta pull up. You gotta pull up.
I
You
tell my
know.
cousins, I'll be like, one day, they be like, no, you gotta come up here one winter. I was like, I don't know, I gotta see first. So, I mean, they say it's not that bad, but I'm like, I'm in the South, y'all up north, it might be a little bit different.
Right.
Uh, okay, all right. Well, it was good talking to you, and we'll do another interview soon, okay?
All right.
Okay,
See
all right. Peace.